AI can now write like us. It can answer questions, compose essays, generate images, speak in natural language, and even respond as if it understands us. Sometimes it sounds thoughtful, sometimes it sounds emotional, sometimes it sounds almost human. But here is the question we must pause and ask. Is producing human-like language the same as having human intelligence? A machine can say, I understand. But does it understand? A machine can say, I feel. But does it feel? A machine can say, I have a purpose. But does it live with purpose? This is where the difference between artificial intelligence and human intelligence becomes crucial. AI can produce language and responses, but human intelligence includes experience, self-awareness, meaning, memory, responsibility, and the search for purpose. So in this video, let us ask a deeper question. Why is AI not human intelligence, even when it sounds intelligent? Today's AI is powerful. It can process large amounts of data. It can identify patterns. It can recognize images, generate speech, produce text, and support decision-making. It can help in education, healthcare, banking, agriculture, communication, and research. In many ways, AI has already entered ordinary life. We live with smartphones, search engines, digital calendars, voice assistants, recommendation systems, and smart gadgets. Knowingly or unknowingly, we are already part of a world shaped by AI. But we must also understand what kind of intelligence this is. Much of the AI we use today is based on statistical learning. It works with patterns, probabilities, and correlations. It can produce sentences that are coherent. It can generate responses that seem meaningful. It can even simulate a conversation about self, feeling, and consciousness. But this does not necessarily mean that it understands the world. This distinction is central. AI may handle language, but handling language is not the same as understanding life. AI may produce a sentence about sorrow, but producing that sentence is not the same as feeling sorrow. AI may speak about purpose, but speaking about purpose is not the same as living with purpose. This is why we must be cautious before calling AI human-like intelligence. What is intelligence? Is intelligence only the ability to calculate? Is it the ability to reason logically? Is it the ability to perform tasks successfully? Is it the ability to learn from data? These are important abilities, but human intelligence is more than computation, logic, performance, or prediction. Human intelligence grows from lived experience. It is shaped by the body, memory, feeling, relation, culture, imagination, and self-awareness. But this does not necessarily. A human being does not merely process information. A human being lives. A human being suffers, hopes, remembers, chooses, loves, regrets, forgives, creates, and transforms. This is where human intelligence becomes different from machine intelligence. Human intelligence is not detached from life. It is rooted in life. It is connected to personal history, vulnerability, ethical responsibility, and the question of meaning. When a person asks, "What should I do?" the question is not only about choosing an efficient option. It may involve duty, care, consequence, memory, fear, compassion, and responsibility. When a person asks, "Who am I?" the question is not a data query. It is an existential inquiry. This is why human intelligence cannot be reduced to output. It is not just what we produce. It is how we experience, understand, and transform through life. One of the most difficult questions is whether a machine can have experience. A machine can generate text about pi, n. It can produce a moving paragraph about loneliness. It can describe joy, grief, fear, and hope. It can imitate the language of inner life. But does it have an inner life? This is where the difference between expression and experience becomes important. A machine may say, "I am afraid," but is there fear? A machine may say, "I remember," but is there lived memory? A machine may say, "I want to understand," but is there longing for understanding? A machine may say, "I have a self," But is there a person who owns that self? Human beings do not only describe experience, they undergo experience. They are touched by it. They are changed by it. Experience enters memory, shapes identity, and influences future action. A person who has suffered is not merely storing information about suffering. A person who has loved is not merely recording the word love. Human experience has depth, intensity, and consequence. It changes the person. So the important question is not whether AI can describe experience. The question is whether AI can be an experiencer. Human intelligence is also linked to self-awareness. We do not only know things, we know that we know. We do not only act. We can reflect on our actions. We do not only speak. We can ask why we speak, what our speech means, and whether it is truthful or responsible. This reflective capacity gives human intelligence a special depth. The question is not only whether a chatbot can say I. The question is whether there is a person behind that I. This is crucial. The word I can be used grammatically. It can be generated by a language model. It can appear in a sentence, but the human I is not only a word. It is connected to a living person. A person learns, observes, reflects, remembers, acts, and transforms. A person is situated in time. A person has relationships. A person has responsibility. A person has a sense of continuity. A person has an inner relation to meaning. Without the person, the self becomes only an abstract framework. It may function. It may appear coherent. It may even sound convincing, but it does not have the lived depth of human selfhood. This is why AI may simulate self-reference without possessing human self-awareness. Another difference between AI and human intelligence is the question of meaning. AI can process symbols, it can combine words, it can generate explanations, but meaning is not only the arrangement of symbols. Meaning is connected to life. Human beings ask, why am I here? What is worth doing? What is a good life? What do I owe to others? What should I preserve? What should I become? These are not merely computational questions. They are questions of existence. They arise because human beings live with uncertainty, vulnerability, mortality, and aspiration. A machine can speak about hope, but does it hope? A machine can speak about transformation, but does it transform in the sense in which a person transforms? A machine can speak about purpose, but does it seek purpose? Human intelligence is meaning-seeking. It is not only problem-solving. It is not only performance. It is not only success. It includes the search for value, the discovery of life-changing purposes, and the recognition of the interconnectedness of beings. This is where the new humanism becomes important. It reminds us that intelligence must be placed within the context of human existence, ethics, aspirations, collective well-being, and coexistence. Why does it matter whether AI is human intelligence or not? It matters because how we understand AI will shape how we use AI. If we overhumanize AI, we may attribute consciousness, intention, or moral depth where there is only simulation. If we reduce human beings to data systems, we may forget the depth of human experience. Both errors are dangerous. The first error is to make the machine too human. The second error is to make the human too machine-like. AI should not lead us to reduce the person to patterns, functions, and outputs. It should encourage us to think more deeply about what human life involves. Human intelligence is not merely faster calculation. It is not merely better prediction. It is not merely coherent language. It is a living intelligence. It includes embodiment, frailty, memory, responsibility, creativity, moral discernment, and the capacity for self-transformation. AI can assist us, AI can augment us, AI can provoke us to rethink intelligence. But it should not make us forget the human person. So why is AI not human intelligence? because human intelligence is not only the ability to produce correct or coherent responses. It is not only the ability to process data. It is not only the ability to imitate conversation. Human intelligence includes experience. It includes being an experiencer. It includes self-awareness. It includes meaning. It includes responsibility. It includes purpose. It includes the person who learns, observes, reflects, and transforms. AI may become more powerful. It may become more fluent. It may become more useful. But the question of human intelligence remains deeper than performance. In the age of AI, we must not ask only how intelligent machines can become. We must also ask how deeply we understand our own intelligence. Because the future will not be shaped only by smarter machines. It will be shaped by whether human beings remain thoughtful, ethical, conscious, and wise.